Alright, what's up? After my last video where I made and showed off like the build that I use, this time I am going to do like no voiceover, just a straight walkthrough of a sword trial, and basically just show you how I go about fighting bosses as a tank, and how I think you should be doing as well. So these are not right. First off, so I need link up there. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. It doesn't really matter too much. Typically, you can just do this with one tank, or not one tank, with one healer, if you have it. But two healers isn't like that's obviously gonna help. So starting off, first thing is I'm gonna be on my spear to get in, and I'm gonna proc my Q to get my 40% damage reduction. And what you're going to see is I am never really going to parry. I'm just going to make sure I have my damage reduction up at all times, or a shield up at all times. And I'm just going to sort of just walk through them. And I'm going to proc it again, make sure I keep my damage buff. So Bind Prison, I'm going to proc my shield right there, because you can't really dodge it. Sometimes, you could slip past it, but I just want to get up all the possible damage reduction and shield I can, so that when I'm actually in the Bind Prison and he's hitting shots that you can't parry, you can't dodge or anything, that I'm able to get out of it. So with this donkey, the array, if you transform into a donkey, you actually permanently lose HP for the fight. So you want to make sure you're not getting caught into that. As a tank, your job is that you have a bunch of HP. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep proccing my drum beat. I'm not really gonna worry about the donkeys because we're only doing 2k. Once again, you do not have to parry anything. Go ahead and proc my Q, get my damage reduction. My teammates have it. My teammates have it. Once again, there's no point in trying to parry it. It doesn't do enough damage. Just get my shield up, and we're just gonna spam fully charged R's. If you get crits off, you're gonna do a lot more. I unfortunately didn't really there. That off. Go ahead and kill all the donkeys. Once again, you do not want to get transformed if you don't have to, because you will permanently lose HP for the fight, which basically means don't get behind them like I did right there. I unfortunately do not think that we're going to be able to kill all the donkeys for this, so we're going to have to unfortunately eat it. Yeah. I should have been on my Moblade that entire time. But yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and shield up because we're not going to be able to kill them all in time. And see, my entire team's dead and I'm on full HP. So yeah, it's fine though. Just gonna be up here. Once again, make sure you dodge this. Yep, make sure you have your damage reduction, and I'm popping my shield now, and I'm just gonna tank these hits. As you can see, I'm doing a lot of damage, so there is no reason for you basically be worrying about doing damage. I'm currently at 243k. Vine Prison, get my shield up, and I just have to tank it. I went in front of the donkeys, but it's fine. As long as my team is able to break us out. Or if my, my healer, there we go. Is he healing? Okay. So I had Trap Beast activate there. I ended up getting heals, but I have Trap Beast activated. It usually pops at least like once every time, because you just don't know if your team is going to get to you in time. So I got my shield up, just going to keep running through. Levitation. Unfortunate. Because my teammate, I'd rather not get it if I don't have to, because I want to keep my HP up as much as possible. And since it seems my teammates got it, I'm just going to go ahead and ignore it. And right there, my shield was up. I didn't activate it because I wanted to get my Heaven Shift for the increased damage on my my Q. So I'm gonna keep doing that. I'm gonna stay on spear. I'm gonna get my damage reduction. Switch. Go into Heaven Shift for my shield and my increased crit damage. Hold R. I'm just not gonna worry about the donkeys because I have so much damage reduction. This is gonna be a little bit worse. Should be able to activate my shield though. All right, I got my shield off. Yeah, so as you can see, it does a lot of damage, so you want to make sure you're activating all your shields and everything. You really shouldn't have to if your healers are on top of it and your DPS is on top of it, but if they're not, there's nothing you can do about that. So I'm going to activate my shield, swap over, getting close, 40% damage reductions now on. And then I can start spamming. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pop my shield because I don't want to gain damage. And on these guys, you can always pull them in for this specific boss fight. Walk over. Okay, I was a little bit out of range, but we should be fine. Yeah, we're fine. So I'll activate that. Gonna do that. It's fine. Getting close. R. And do that, and then don't get hit by that. I kind of screwed over my teammate. That's unfortunate. Just hold down your R, and boom. Switch back over. Get my 40%. Switch back over again. Get my shield, and then once again, you're just holding down your R. I'm just gonna ignore them. Oh, I did not see it was fine, but it should be fine. My teammates are on top of it, and we're right next to each other. Getting close, get my 40%. Make sure my teammates are good. Ooh, are they good? Oh, there's one over there. I think we're just gonna leave it though. Alright. Hopefully my teammate gets me. If not, it's whatever. Oh, my one teammate's screwed. Yeah. It's again unfortunate, get my 40%. So like right there, I'm pretty sure I would have been fine if my teammate went over to help the other guy instead, because I have Trapped Beast, and I don't think I'm on cooldown. Although I perhaps still could be. And I would have survived that fall right there, because it would have it should have procced, because it shouldn't have been an insta kill. It would have been really close. And once again, I'm just not going to bother moving. There's no point. Ooh, although that's really bad. Okay, we're good. Go ahead and proc my shield. Switch over to my spear, get my 40%. Hold R. Switch over, and he's dead. So as you can see, like, I wasn't the top damage, but I did end up getting 500k. Damage, and the healers were good, and I tanked 1.6 million damage. So it is a really, really good build. To be like survivability, as you can see, I didn't parry anything. There's no point. As long as you have good healers. Honestly, they don't even have to be good half the time. As long as you have healers, you're gonna have the opportunity to basically just survive anything, because as you can see, a majority of attacks are only doing around like 2k damage, and since I didn't get hit by any donkeys, I'm sitting here on 76k, and some people might even have more because they have better gear. But I'm sitting here on 76k. 2k isn't really doing much, especially if I have my 25% HP shield up, and it's not even actually hitting my HP. So that's just a general walkthrough of basically how I'd play tank. This one is specifically against the Sleeping Daoist, but I feel like I could go with really any tank or with any boss, simply because of how little damage you take if you're proccing everything as soon as you can. But I think I want to go through each boss fight, like each sword trial, each boss, basically explaining how to fight each one as a tank. Sword which you should go down. But yeah, for stuff like sword trials, when you have a team like this, you do not need to parry anything unless it's like major attacks. So there is a few where you probably should parry and you don't really want to tank it, because even with everything you might still take like 10k in damage. Once again, it's not that bad if you have like 76k. But yeah, so that's just a general walkthrough of a boss fight, sword trial. Let me know if you guys want some other ones, or if you want to take a look and see about, if there's other like bosses. Yep, that's it. Peace.